Top of the morning. Walking to work. I'm working noon to 8. And I feel better than I did yesterday morning, so there's progress, but I'm still not looking forward to this at all. And it's a relapse. I was sick like a week ago. And I actually used other vlogs I'd done that I was planning on putting on my channel to cover for that fact that I didn't do any actual vlogs for 2 or 3 days for my new channel. But yeah, the only reason I didn't call out is because I called out a week ago, which, calling out twice in 7 days doesn't bode well for any job you're working. And it was also specifically this job that I'm doing today, which is called door usher. Essentially, you're the ticket person all day, which is a mixed bag. I mean, it's a long shift, but I get to sit down my whole shift, which is, I guess, a positive. Production van. So, I actually woke up feeling good. I didn't even feel like I was sick anymore. But then after about 15 minutes, I started to feel it again. I took some ibuprofen. It should be taking effect right about now. So we'll see how I feel between now and when I actually start work in 30 minutes. But there's not going to be much for me to say today because I feel like shit. And I don't know how much being at work is going to help me feel better or just make me feel worse. I have the next 2 days off. So if I do still feel like crap, there's that. But, yeah, if all goes according to what's expected, today's gonna suck. Shouldn't be too busy, but sound like I'm dying. But here's something that I could bring to your attention for this new channel. I've talked about it a little bit in relation to some other videos I've done on my amateur historian channel, but it's about how sketchy this block is. It's the back way. Sorry, I'm having to pause to take breaths. It's the back way into the plaza where I work, so it's a real convenient way to walk to work. But this is one of the most sketchiest back streets there is. This is a little pathway ahead here that goes down to the street. And there's a few cars that have been down here forever that I'm pretty sure people are living out of. There's always a potential of a homeless person being here. So yeah, see, they actually cut out a lot of these bushes here because there were homeless people living in them. And this trash has just been building. Yeah, I haven't been down this way in a while, so I don't really know what to expect. Yep, here we go. Car here has been here forever. This red truck full of scrap has been here forever. The trailer full of scrap has been here forever. This gray Hunt Element's been here forever. Just as sketchy as ever and right next to a high school. What the heck? I don't know what that's all about. You can kind of see what I mean. I've videoed through there a few times because the dynamic of that back street always changes. There's always that van that was there right when I turned off the path. I've never seen that vehicle before, but it was obvious that someone was living out of it. The dynamic changes every time I go down. There's always one car that was there that's missing that'll come back later. Some new car. There's sometimes a yellow car that looks like it used to be a taxi there that a really, really thin woman is in all the time, probably living out of it. there was a green, like, kind of Suburban that it looked like a, well, young woman, like a woman and a man, maybe in their about 30, were living in, because it was there off and on. And it's just always bizarre. And the thing is, it's a dead-end road. It dead ends at the school right over here. And when it comes off the main drag up here, it dips. So if you're driving past the road, nobody sees down here where all these people park. And I doubt it gets patrolled that often, so a lot of these people probably live and loiter down there undetected. And it's very sketchy, especially at night. So I'm guessing somebody doesn't have a working cell phone right now. And are on their half. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
Look where our car is.
Tea. I'm just sucking water and tea down, as you do. Okay, so here, I'm still feeling pretty shitty, but I could be feeling worse. But here's how my day started. I got here and I was not feeling it. I was like, it's okay. I'm podium. I'm just sitting at podium all day. I'll deal. I'll just sit there and I'll be fine. So we got this other person who's supposed to be working podium as well, because we have 2 of them down each hallway. And not gonna name any names. I don't really want to talk too much about my job on here, because you know, you never know when you say something wrong, you're gonna piss your workplace off or whatever. But I'm not exactly happy with the way things have gone today. Anyway, so the other person working podium comes up to me. I'm at the podium. The workday has started. It's like 12:01. We start at 12. I am at the podium. I've come out. I've cleaned it up. It's ready. I'm there. I'm at the podium. She comes up and she's like, I call this podium. And I'm like, it was so rude and bitchy, playing that kindergarten game. I called this. And I was like, sorry, I'm sick. You're not getting this podium. I'm not going to wander all the way over to the other side of the building. So then she's like, well, I need this chair. I'm like, great, because I was really hoping to have a chair with a back on it, but apparently she has an issue. So I was like, you're getting the chair, but you're not getting this podium. I'm sick of people coming up to me when I'm already on that podium, which is the podium everyone wants, and saying, hey, I want this one. Well, too fucking bad. Get here and take it then. And it's just very rude. And then I get walked up to and told, oh, well, we have another employee, which this is fine, because this was justified. It says, another employee who's hurt himself, and he has to do podium. And I'm like, I don't want to leave podium because I don't want to freaking clean. And like, it's real, like, I'm going back on podium soon, but I'm like, so I'm winded. I don't fucking feel good. I shouldn't even be here. And what pisses me off the most, the only reason I didn't call out was because I was told I was going to be on podium. I didn't want them to think that I'm just calling out for podium shifts intentionally, because they will think that of you if you call out for something that you don't do that often, back to back. So the whole reason I didn't even call out today, which I should have, was because I was supposed to be on podium, and then I get moved off podium when I'm finally like, okay, well, at least it's podium, I can sit there. So I've been forced to clean, sick as fuck, and our manager, again, I'm not naming any names, but pretty much he was just like, whatever, walked away when I told him, like, I'm freaking sick, like, I need to be on podium. Just walked away like it didn't matter. So I feel like crap. I don't want to be here. I find out the one reason that I chose to come in and say getting called out is now being taken away from me. No concern for my well-being. It's all about everybody else. And that's unfortunately how it's been frequently here. You know, my feelings don't freaking matter around here to a lot of people, even though I'm carrying this floor staff on my back. Can you tell it's time for me to get a new job? I already know. You don't need to tell me. I'm already thinking about it. Well, I mean, I've been thinking about it. And I was so mad because I was just being so it was just, I'm there feeling like crap. Every other employee who worked there would have called out if they felt the way I was. And I was being so disrespected. Just nobody gave a shit about how I was feeling. And I was feeling really bad. So I took my marker out of my pocket. I always have a marker with me to mark off theaters as we clean them. You know, just this. I found another one. And I was so mad, and I took it and I just full on just threw it against the wall. I'm one of those people that if I'm raging about something, I'm not going to go off and, you know, go absolutely nuts about it, but I just need to get it out in one, like, physical situation of exertion where even if I'm feeling sick, the testosterone starts pumping, and I literally just, I'm gonna try to recreate it, but I just, whoa, almost dropped my phone. But yeah, I just took that marker and I just was like that, pretty enough to knock my, oh god, that did not feel good. Enough to knock my hair into my face. And it's really sad that you get pushed to the point where you have to like release like that. Unfortunately, I'm not the kind of person that's gonna fight with somebody. I'm not gonna go on a tirade. But sometimes you like, you know, I have to just exert it to get that frustration out of my system because I'm being disrespected in my workplace and nobody cares about it. So anyway, that's how my work day started. And I'm down to like 3 hours. I'm gonna fight through it because nobody seems interested in sending me home, even though everybody's actively said I look like crap today, and I do. Okay, so I made it 6.5 hours of my 8-hour shift. I almost made it. But I'm starting to get really, really warm. And my girlfriend, who I got this from, she said right at the end, and she was at work when it happened, she said it just sucked. She got really hot. It was like a fever breaking or something like that. And I feel like I'm getting to that point. So I was like, I really don't want to be hitting my peak, sweating and shaking like a freak while still stuck at work, looking ahead to having to walk home. So yeah, it's not busy. They didn't really need 2 people doing what I was doing. So I, excuse me, I had them cut me loose. And I have the next 2 days off, so here's to hoping that this is the last leg of this thing. It really sucks and I feel so crappy because it's really foggy, and it hasn't really been foggy super recently in the Portland area, but it's just decided to get real foggy, and I love the effect of it being foggy. It's just super cool. There's somebody standing right over there. I didn't even pay attention to the fact that I'm just standing here with my cell phone. Probably not looking like I'm videoing anything, and I'm just like, I love the fog. Fresh finished trip to the store, and because I like to live very dangerously, I'm gonna take you through that way I went through earlier today, because I used to go through this way sometimes, going home in the dark, but I realized cutting through the parking lot of the high school over there on the other side of where I work is much faster and actually gets me to a max stop that's closer to the one I'm getting off at. But because I went to the store, excuse me, before going home, I'm gonna go back through this way, and you can see how sketchy it is. I remember the last time I did this, last time I tried to walk through that sketchy back street I went down, right when I got there I started hearing 2 guys just screaming at each other like someone was about to get their ass beat, or maybe they'll just beat each other's asses. God, that scared me. Fucking door with a window, and the guy walked right up to the window as I was walking by. I do not need my heart rate going up right now. Here's the back side of the Walmart, and the street's just right through here. But yeah, I heard that and I was like, screw this, and I just turned and cut through the back lot over here instead of going through. So I never know what to expect when I walk through here. Is that an animal? I swear I just saw an animal walk through there. What kind of animal? It could be a frickin' possum or a raccoon. I don't know what to fucking... There's no people back here, but there's an animal. I saw some kind of animal over here. I don't fucking know. This area is sketchy enough. I don't know. There's some fucking animal over here somewhere. Sketchy. Anyone can just pop out of the bushes here and try to mess with me. someone living in this van, which is commonplace. There's usually at least 2 or 3 cars that people are living out of on this street. Putting your life in peril. Here's all this. You can't really see anything, but yeah. I'm going up this way. I went down, but yeah, it gets. You literally have to just go quiet and listen, or else you could get messed with. This never happened to me. Gotta catch my breath after going up that hill. It's never happened to me personally, but you gotta keep your eye out. You know, I mean, as I say that, this intersection right here, right off this intersection is where that guy lived that I was talking about. I've done YouTube videos about, and I was talking about in a previous video as I was cutting through the high school down there. He lived right off this intersection, that guy that got killed. So, you know, oh man, here's this this church over here, which there's sometimes like, there are genuinely like sketchy people that kind of loiter near it. I've seen people kind of downhill here, down this hill, they'll hang out and sleep down there. And there was someone who was clearly messed up on drugs or something, who was like wandering back and forth on the other side of the building, and it was really disconcerting because I had to walk by them. But I'm also walking next to this church because there's this really cool thing here. I took a picture of it and posted it. There's a page called Hidden Portland for the Curious. It's where you take pictures of kind of random little things that might go unnoticed. And I took a picture of this. I don't know how well it's gonna turn out because it's, you know, it's dark out, but so I know you can't really see it that great, but oh, I guess, yeah, you can actually see. Someone was telling me that, yeah, now that I look closer, you can see this metal. This is like the insides of an old piano. But when I took a picture of it, I was like, I don't know what the hell this is. And somebody mentioned in the comments that, oh yeah, look at, here's all the like, or it's some kind of an instrument if it's not the interior of a piano. It's got strings on it. But I just walked by it and I always thought it was really cool. There's a house right here. It's, the people that lived in it looked real sketchy. And it's like, it's all commerce over here. And then there's the freeway over here and stuff. And then there's just this house that just kind of sits here in the middle of it. It's been fenced off so that people don't vandalize it, because I'm sure vandalism goes on in this area a lot. But it's just kind of, for whatever reason, the people that did live here are gone. And I don't know, it seemed like there was a lot of stuff left behind when this place suddenly got fenced off. So I'm guessing they like cut and ran. Probably when they still had to pay for it or pay something on the house or something. It seemed like they just kind of bailed. And so, yeah, so it's this house totally in an area where there's houses across the street, but that house is just kind of by itself. And I'm wondering, this has been sitting there now for probably over a year. Oh, fuck. The Max is coming. Fuck. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. The light's on. I can know what's coming. I'm not gonna make it. Am I gonna make it? I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it, guys. I saw the yellow light turn on. I do not want to get stranded. Woo! Good timing. I just looked up and saw that the yellow light right up there, and that means the Max is coming.